Ileana, I went through hell and high water to bail you out of jail. And you ditched me.
She could have had me adopted, but she wouldn't let that happen. I couldn't understand me. She took that all away. I love my mom, but I try. I really try.
What's up, YouTube? It's summertime and things are heating up in Atlanta. Make sure you go cop the merch at AtlantaStreetInterviews.com. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with the update you've been looking for. All right, so we got my people. We got my people back into place. Tone and Ileana, who this winter were definitely the stars of the channel. What is going on?
Not much, man. Oh shit, somebody just got shit slapped out of him.
Oh, that dude?
Yeah, I did.
That dude that was selling that switch? Oh,
No,
and they took the
crazy.
switch?
I just noticed
Yeah,
that
they took that shit and slapped the out, bro.
Hey, man, 5 points going 5 point every time, man. 5 points going 5 point every time.
He got slapped.
All right, enough of that. All right, so we got, we doing the thing, we doing the thing, we doing the thing, man. All right, man, so okay. Look. Now they going, now they headed down there. Look, let's see what they do. They ain't finna do nothing.
They ain't about to catch up.
They ain't right. Nah, they.
He's talking to them.
Yeah, he talking to him. Yeah, he was talking to him.
And they just pulled up. They can't do that.
Now he finna go find buddy who stole his shit.
But they went down Edgewood. So they ain't even going the right way. Dang.
He talked to them. He saw they kept trying to pull off. And
Hey, man. 5 points going 5 point, boy. Okay. Let's get into the mess. All right, no, seriously, before we get into the mess, though.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, so we'll just start with where we left off, all right? So first and foremost, Ileana, I went through hell and high water to bail you out of jail. And you ditched me.
Look, okay, I'm going to start with an apology. I am sorry. I still, I've never been locked up. I've never been in any criminal. The only thing criminal I ever had was probably just getting on probation for anger management, just going to anger management class. That's probably when I was like 13. I was like in 7th grade. So I'm sorry. I mean, I'm still trying to wrap my whole head that I actually got locked up over a mental health situation. But either way, that threw me off. So I apologize. I really do appreciate it. I mean, I have talked to you on silence. I do appreciate it, but I still had a lot going on with my child. I was still concerned what's going on with him. But I should have said it. I'm sorry. I mean, I apologize and thank you in person, which would have been respectful. I mean, I still wanted to get home to my husband because I ain't seen him for a month. I mean, I tend to still have separation anxiety from him, which I always struggled with because I don't have nobody. But I mean, that's something that I'm learning.
Okay.
So
you spoke about Divine. Have you guys got him back yet?
Actually.
Well, again, we don't have to go like into so far detail, but just have you got him back and have you not?
He's
like
not home, but he'll be home within the end of this month permanently. Back with
the end of this month. This month ends in like less than a week.
Well, I mean, probably about the 1st or 2nd week of July.
So you feel like maybe within a month or
My
so.
Lord,
She did all the services.
I did my services.
They
They
trying
filed
to
a
hold
motion. They filed an emergency motion. So once my lawyer talks to me about, hey, we got a court date, he's going to be home. Because the judge already said that he, technically, that because I already did the services, they basically, what's the word? The actual term that they use in court? Basically where,
Emotion.
no, where the judge said that the defense can drop him back in the home when I finish the services.
I forgot.
I don't.
Some type of case.
No, he's a notification case. But basically,
like
when the viewers probably know what I'm talking about. Basically, when the judge said that
he switched the type of case it was to going from an adoption case to basically a unification case, some shit like that. I think that was the term.
Reunification?
Yes.
Something like that. Basically meaning him transferring him back home.
Okay.
But look, the judge basically said
reunifying.
But the judge said that DFACS basically, when I finish my services, DFACS can place him back in the home, and he'll be good. I mean, he'll still be under view of DFACS for about a month, just so they can see
smooth everything over, right?
Basically, see how
make sure everything's good.
What's still doing. So either way,
you guys are in a new spot.
Yes, we are.
Okay, congratulations.
Major upgrade.
Okay, that's awesome. So as far as your mom, because you're saying you don't have anybody, your mom talks to me. She calls me every now and again.
So I'm gonna lay this out, and I apologize, Irina. I'm gonna tell you, I don't call my mom.
Right.
Respectfully, I don't. She has never got that privilege as a mother. I have reached out to this woman when I was in foster care still. I would be in my foster home, and I can remember me calling her, trying to call her mom, and this woman would say things that you should never say to a 7-year-old.
Like what?
The fact that I appreciate of you taking care of me and your brother. The thing about that, I was 2 years old when I was taken away from her. I have talked to my grandma, the woman who adopted my mother.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows my mom is from Russia. She's not even a U.S. citizen.
Right.
She is Russian. And as DFACS, when a child is overseas, a teenager is overseas in general, they have to get a visa card. So they get their visa card. But the thing about my mom, her mom has schizophrenia. She was also an alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
My mom has what they say is paranoia schizophrenia.
That's not that. She got...
No. This is what my grandma said. She has paranoid schizophrenia.
Okay.
The thing about this, Russia wasn't even supposed to let her come overseas, because come find out, one of my other uncles and stuff was supposed to come overseas and be adopted. But they said he couldn't because he had mental health. Because he has mental health, he couldn't be overseas.
Right.
My mom is literally labeled as paranoid schizophrenia.
So you feel like she shouldn't have...
But you know what my grandma told me?
What?
They lied to her and said that she didn't have no mental health. They didn't know that she had mental health until about within a year later, when she started doing stuff they didn't expect. She would start going under the street like she's screaming, or just start doing stuff.
She'll be acting out, yeah.
Acting out, and to the point that she ran away from home. They had put her in boarding school. That didn't work. They put her to a mental facility. They put her on medication. My grandma said the meds were working. Then she said she didn't like how the meds filled her, made her feel slow. They took her off. She ran away. She didn't come back. I have a little brother named AJ. We're only 2 years apart. He got adopted, but it was, when I found this out, it hurt me that my own mother would do this, because I have lived with people saying I could be like my mother, but I would never be that. Because my little brother, when we got sent to my grandmother's house, she didn't send us. She didn't drop us off. My brother's biological father, Marcos, he had us we were literally wrapped up in a blanket. We're both naked. My brother was only a couple weeks old. Marcos told my grandmother that he was just born literally a week or a week and a half ago. He wasn't bathed not one time, and has never been fed. A newborn baby, only a couple weeks old. And I was 2 years old. I was basically healthy, but still malnutrition. She dropped us off. We were cold. She had to call my grandma's church. We had a family church. She knew the pastor. They called. She was worried. She didn't know how. She couldn't take care of a newborn baby at the time because she had other kids, and she just didn't know what to do. It was just, we were just dropped off in a box.
Right.
So she called the pastor. The pastor took him in, and they adopted him. That's their child.
That's his family.
They raised him from literally a couple weeks old, so that's basically all he knows is family, and I respect that they did that.
So basically, you're just saying that for all these reasons, that's why you and your mom's relationship is kind of rooted the way that it is.
Not even that. I have called this woman telling her, hey, you have a grandchild. Before I even got here, I was on the streets, yes. I would still try to call my mom and tell her. She said, you could have went to college. You could have did this. Okay, I get that. I didn't go to college, but you can't get mad at me. You didn't go to college right away. You dropped out and went to college a couple of years later. Not even, you didn't, no, you dropped out, and I think you finished high school. I don't know, because I remember when I was a kid, she sent me a picture of her in a cap and gown, so I don't know what.
Well, I'll say this, right? She contacted me the other day, and she just wanted to make sure that, she asked me, had I seen you?
Okay,
and then I guess y'all ended up talking after that.
I don't care, because this woman has come to me. I said, you can come and meet your grandkids and all of that. The fact that this woman, every time I call her, I don't know you, ILIANA. You're a stranger. We're strangers. But I've been in contact with you since I was 7 years old, when I wasn't supposed to be in contact with you, because technically your rights been terminated. And because your rights been terminated, I'm not supposed to have no contact with you to the age of 18. So DFAX is very lenient that I was doing this. I wasn't supposed to have no contact. And this woman
because didn't y'all talk the other night?
The other night? I haven't called this
woman.
woman.
About a week or two ago.
Yes.
About a week or so ago?
Yes. I've been talking
What was
to
that conversation like?
Like any other one. Arguments of her telling me that I did, basically the fact that he's not good, that he's using me, and he's gonna use me for money and stuff. I can't, first of all, she has no right to say that. This man has helped me get my disability, to the point I didn't know I could even get disability. He helped me get my disability.
She got her disability before I got mine.
Smile, man.
He helped me get food stamps.
I made sure she got hers before I got mine.
He made sure I get everything government assistance I could have.
Okay.
So the fact that this man has never used me for money, he took me off the streets when he could took anybody off the streets, but he chose me because, I don't know, I guess I was special in him. He said because I just was a nice person. I don't know, it's just my personality.
Hell no, motherfuckers are getting over on you. It's a lot that you were supposed to know that nobody ain't want to
Yeah,
know.
I have asked
What's
people,
happening? Yes, sir.
You know what's crazy? I asked people, where's the DMV so I can go get my ID so I can try to get a job.
Shit like that.
Oh, you gotta get a phone first. I have came around people and say, can I get a phone with just my birth certificate copy, or my copy of my birth certificate? One person actually worked with me one time, and I still didn't know where the heck the DMV is because I couldn't read a map that well for some reason. But this man, he showed me where the DMV was. I'm like, it was literally right, not even a whole block away from Garnett Station. That's wild. No one could have told me that.
Right.
A lot of shit you need to know is right around here.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
People just gotta point it out.
But people won't tell you. I didn't ask people how to get all these places and they wouldn't tell me. You feel me?
I get it.
They give me bad directions, knowing damn well they could have told me, bro, it's right there.
But the thing about that, I would love Irina, but I have to love her distance. Me building a relationship is not something I can do because.
Well, so what? Because I had actually, when we were still in the thick of all this stuff, I'd actually offered to see if I can get her down here. What do you think about that?
I don't think she would do that. She's too scared to be around.
I didn't ask, what do you think she would do? I asked, what do you think about that?
That's fine, because I have never seen my mother in person. I have never seen my mother in person.
So you want her? You want to see her in person?
I've been trying to meet my own mother since I could remember
So
how
talk
to
to her. She's watching. She's watching.
I know.
Talk to her.
Respectfully, I have tried to talk to this woman.
No. Talk to her now. Look her dead in the camera and talk to her.
Irina, I know you had your own stuff going on, and I get at the time you were unable to take care of us as your kids, but I want you to understand that I am your oldest. I didn't have my dad. I didn't have my own grandmother, which is your mom. I didn't have nobody, and every day in DFAX, I am praying to God. I am begging for a family, for a mom, a dad, a brother, and sister, because I knew that was all taken away from me at a very young age. And the fact that I just know I had a family, this is all taken away. I don't like how you kept my dad away from me. I get that was on your own reasons, but I was grown, and either way, I wanted to be close to my family. I get how everybody talks bad about you, but as your child, I have been nothing but trying to reach out, meet you. Just sometimes go to lunch when you were in Atlanta with my grandma and your mom, and I just wanted my son to spend a holiday with my family because I didn't want him to growing up to think that I don't have a family because his family is my family. And I don't want to think that everybody in my whole life is gone because of something I didn't know what was wrong. I literally tried to build a relationship with you and it's hard. I have cried every time. What you don't know is every time I got off the phone with you when I was a kid, I was crying my eyes out for almost 3 hours. Almost 3 hours. Because I wondered why you gave me up. Did you not love me? Did you not care about me? What did I do wrong as a child that I deserved to be neglected the way I did? Because I just wanted my mom. The only person I thought I had. But didn't want me, it felt like, and I still feel like that. All I wanted till this day, when people tell me it's impossible to build a relationship with you, I just said I still want to try. Because I'm just not the type of person to give up on people when I've never met you. Only time I seen was probably on a couple of FaceTime videos, and you could barely even turn the camera on.
Hang up in the girl's face.
All right, well, Irina, you heard that, so you don't have to reach out to me. You can reach out directly to your daughter, but reach out to me if you want to put something together to where we get you down here. All right, because I'll definitely be willing to make that happen. So, all right, we're going to cut this part of the interview. All right. Can you finally admit now that, one, you used to be a trans? While you was in jail, someone had contacted me named Dominique, who it turns out was a trans person, and they had basically receipts that they had been dealing with Tone for a while. You know what I'm saying? Even before you. Did you get to see those videos? What spirit took over you to make you put a wig on and have like a husband and all like that? Have you talked to Dominique? He don't. Now you know Dominique's gonna watch this, so you better tell the truth, because you know they're gonna reach out to me. So even with the idea that technically he didn't do anything to raise any funds to get you out, and he was dealing with the trans person while you was locked up, so theoretically, had I not been the one making sure that you was gonna be able to get out, he just would have been messing with the trans person. You just would have been locked up. Just be honest, okay? You was still dealing with Dominique when this whole situation was going on. So like when we was in the middle of everything back in December and January, you were still dealing with Dominique. Okay. What made y'all stop dealing with each other?